the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Everyone thinks that they will get around it somehow, and that is not the case.
Now at 6 on DC News Now, a Maryland mayor under arrest. Why police claim he possessed and distributed child pornography.
And a terrifying crash. A Silver Spring business destroyed when a Metro bus crashes through its front doors. Hear about the rescue.
And all new tonight, should the district keep school resource officers? The new legislation today that has some critics saying it's a bad idea. Others say not so fast.
And good evening, everyone. We are headed for a big change. Our weather team has issued a DMV first warn day for your Friday. We're looking at washout conditions along with temperatures dropping. We'll look at that coming up.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us for DC News Now at 6. I'm Tasmin Mahfouz.
Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Flanagan. Tonight, the mayor of College Park, Maryland, is behind bars. He faces 40 counts of possession of child porn images and 16 counts of distribution.
The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children notified the Prince George's County Police that a social media account operating in the county possessed and distributed suspected child pornography. Through various investigative techniques, PGPD investigators discovered the social media account belonged to Mr. Patrick Woyan.
Prince George's County Police arrested the now former mayor Patrick Woyan this morning. He resigned last night. Our reporter Yamarie Sase, who covers Prince George's County for us, is live right now in College Park.
And Yamarie, Woyan faces decades behind bars.
Yeah, that's right. 47-year-old Patrick Woyan is facing 56 counts of child pornography after a search warrant near his house not too long ago. Police discovered several devices, including a tablet, phone, computer, involving in this investigation. Now, although it's pretty early in the investigation, police do say that this entire incident is disturbing.
Patrick Woyan, now former mayor of College Park, is being charged with more than 50 counts of child pornography, and he could face more.
We do anticipate further charges. We are still working diligently with our partners at Maryland State Police to evaluate all the evidence.
The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children notified Prince George's County Police Department that a social media account contained and distributed suspected child porn.
Any person who considers themselves to be trustworthy to hold office or hold a position in society, that it won't be tolerated. And we send a clear message to anyone involved in this type of material that the units like this, they're looking at working every day to make sure that we have a safe county and a safe state.
Police recovered several devices from Woyan's home Tuesday. He was taken into custody and charged on Thursday. We knocked on Woyan's door to see if anyone was home. Someone answered, but then closed the door. The news did leave people in the area surprised.
It's really shocking. I can't really believe it. It makes me wonder what else might be going on with some of the other people on the council.
In a statement, the city of College Park says, "We are shocked and disturbed by the news. What has come to light in this investigation is a total surprise to us. The city will respect the process of this investigation and will cooperate fully with requests for information."
Now, during today's press conference, police did say that so far in the investigation, it doesn't seem like Woyan produced any of this, and there will be a bond hearing for him tomorrow. Coming up later on DC News Now, you'll hear from the community and how this incident is impacting them. For now, reporting in College Park, Maryland, I'm Yamarie Sase, DC News Now.
And developing now at 6, Jason Lewis, a former D.C. government employee accused of shooting and killing 13-year-old Karan Blake, pleaded not guilty this week. Karan Blake died back in early January. Lewis told police he woke up when he heard something out on the street. He says he went to investigate while armed with a gun. Surveillance footage from the neighborhood, the cameras there, shows Lewis firing multiple shots. Lewis faces several second-degree murder charges. His next court appearance is scheduled for next Thursday, March 9th. All right, let's get a check on the forecast now. Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb definitely nailed it. Feels like spring today.
Oh, yeah, we had many 70s across northern Virginia. I hope everyone enjoyed today. We're starting to notice increasing clouds. I want to get right to this because we have an approaching storm system that is going to be highly impactful for your Friday. It's multiple waves of rain, snow, sleet, and freezing rain. We have now issued a DMV first warn day across all of the DMV, and so now you're starting to see see kind of the influence of this next storm system. Also a severe weather outbreak. So the center of circulation is sitting out towards Dallas right now. You can see that squall line starting to make its way into the Dallas, Oklahoma City area. And so what's going to happen, that entire storm will continue to lift to the north and east, and it's going to cause kind of that wintry mix across our area. Look at all these winter weather alerts. They stretch from Albuquerque all the way up to PA at this point, from wind advisories, flash flood concerns, also a tornado watch that's currently in place across areas of the Deep South. Now, the major concern, we have alerts on top of alerts at this point. The one you cannot see for Garrett County is a wind advisory that's going to stay in place throughout all of tomorrow, extending into Saturday at this point. Kind of that darker purple color is an ice storm warning as well for the Alleghenies and the Mountain State region. Winter weather advisory in places west of I-81. And then you have that coastal flood advisory due to torrential rain about to make its way across our area. So temperatures right now, they're still very much on the mild side, but this is going to allow this storm system to gain some energy as we go into your Friday. We have widespread alerts along with torrential rain at times. We'll time things out coming up.
Janessa, thank you. And developing tonight, a Silver Spring family is picking up the pieces after a Metro bus drove into their business. You can see that damage, extensive damage, right there on your screen.
Yeah, it happened on Veers Mill Road around 9 this morning. 3 people were taken to the hospital. Fortunately, no one was seriously injured.
Yeah, DC News Now's Katie Ree has been following this from the very beginning. She joins us live. And Katie, the owners are in shock.
Good evening. Yes, you're absolutely right. Now, this is a heartbreaking story for the Rosales family. That bus that slammed into their business that they moved here to build. That's Wheaton Jewelry Buyers, now boarded up behind me, as you can see. And that rescue that took place inside, it's pretty remarkable.
I ran because I thought people were coming to try to help.
Luis Aguilar was just standing on the corner of Veers Mill Road and Ennals Avenue when he was thrown into what he describes as something out of a movie.
I was scared because I had never seen the bus flying, only in the movies. The bus was in the air.
Aguilar then walked over broken glass and display cases to get to the bus driver.
I told her to put her arm around me, and then she did, and then I took her by the waist and took her out of the bus. Here they are calling me a hero, but all I wanted to do was help. I am not a hero, but I wanted to get her out of the bus.
Giselle and Pablo Rosales say their mother usually opens the store. This morning, she was late at a doctor's appointment when the accident happened. Her children rushed over when they heard the news and were stunned to see the damages.
Showcases were broken, there's stuff everywhere, and it's barely recognizable. It's actually pretty astonishing how much force that bus had when it hit.
Since we deal with jewelry, we have to have a metal gate. Surprisingly, the bus went through it, and they broke into the shop straight to the back.
The Rosales family has owned the business for over a decade.
My parents both immigrated from El Salvador. They came with nothing. This was their pride and joy. And to know that everything you worked for and all your money is going to that, for something to ruin it in an instant, it's heartbreaking.
Now, the Rosales family, they're waiting to hear back from their insurance company about what happens next. Now, police say a van initially crashed into that bus, sending it into the jewelry store. That driver tonight facing multiple charges, including not wearing contacts or glasses. Reporting in Silver Spring, Katie Ree, DC News Now.
And Capitol police officers are searching for a suspect who possibly stole a car in DC's Capitol Hill neighborhood. So they believe the person may be hiding in a nearby apartment. A second suspect is now in police custody. Police also say a weapon was found in the stolen car. The investigation is still ongoing, but for the people in the area, they say that there's no indication that there's any connection to Congress.
And all new at 6, 4 D.C. council members introduce a new resolution for school resource officers to stay on campus. The Safe Schools and Students Amendment Act of 2023 would overturn a previously measure to ultimately remove SROs. I spoke this afternoon with Richard Jackson, the president of the Council of School Officers. He says it's a bad idea to get rid of SROs and is in favor of the new legislation.
Well, we're in support of it because it seems like a really balanced approach to providing safe schools, but also being sure that the officers that our students encounter have an understanding of what their needs are. We see, from CSO's perspective, we see school-based officers as a great deterrent for both safety issues, but also a great resource to build relationships between schools and communities.
Well, DC News Now also reached out to the ACLU of Washington, D.C. on this issue. They tell us they're urging the D.C. Council to continue removing officers from all public and charter schools. They go on to say Black and Latinx students, as well as students with disabilities, are referred to law enforcement at far greater rates when police officers are present in schools. Police in schools often induce fear and anxiety, alienate students, discourage trust between peers, and lead to adversarial relationships with school officials. Now, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser has previously stated she is in favor of keeping school resource officers. The resolution will now go to the Committee of the Whole.
And new tonight, President Joe Biden says he would not step in if lawmakers override a new set of criminal codes for the district. So there's mixed reaction to this tonight, with some saying that this goes against the stance of supporting D.C. statehood. But the White House press secretary says the two are different issues. Take a listen.
The way that we see this is it's very different. This is the D.C. Council put changes forward over the mayor's objections, and the president doesn't support changes like lowering penalties for carjacking. The mayor actually disagreed with what the D.C. Council put forward, and so now this is an opportunity to protect the community. That's the way the president sees this, to protect the community.
And the D.C. Revised Criminal Code Act is several hundred pages long, but of the changes includes eliminating mandatory and statutory minimum sentencing, also eliminating juvenile delinquency proceedings for children under 12 years old who commit offenses, and decriminalizing several offenses, including drug possession, panhandling, and illegal vending. Now, we could see the Senate act on the disapproval resolution as soon as next week. We'll actually have more on the story and reaction to it tonight on DC News Now at 9 and 10.
And developing now at 6, 3 teenagers are recovering after a suspected drug overdose in Northern Virginia. It happened yesterday afternoon near Ballston Quarter. That's on Wilson Boulevard in Arlington. The kids were found in a garage next to the mall. Officers gave Narcan to 2 of those teens. All 3 were taken to the hospital. Right now, data shows annual overdose deaths in Virginia have more than doubled since 2019. All right, we still have a lot more to come on DC News Now at 6.
Yeah, after the break, we're helping you stretch your dollar with some helpful tips to lower your credit card balances.
Also, looking for a career in a STEM field? Frederick County employers are ready to put you to work. The growing bi-farm industry looking to recruit workers from the entire DMV. And a worker at an assisted living facility sentenced for stealing from members of that community. Ahead at 6:30, our Leonard and Fleming speak to the families of the victims.
And weather-wise, man, we have a pretty tough storm making its way across the country. I'll show you the impacts that will be felt across the DMV coming up.